y'all, it's Jett, and welcome back to the Journey on Jett YouTube channel. You already know what to do. Click that subscribe button below. And also at the end of this video, if you're feeling encouraged, head over to my website, www.journeyoncjett.com, to receive emails in your inbox and weekly inspiration along the way. So we're talking all about finding and maintaining confidence on the journey. Yesterday I was doing some late night blogging and I wrote a blog post about being confidently lost and found, where I shared some really personal truth on my journey to losing my confidence and on my journey to finding and maintaining my confidence. So in this blog post, I basically talked about how I lost my confidence as a teenager when I faced some different medical issues, and how literally my mother's prayers, her writing in her journal, her talking to God for me on my behalf when I couldn't talk to him for myself, when I couldn't uplift myself, really helped me through, and how I can still feel those prayers with me today as I journey on my self-love journey. So if you feel encouraged, again, make sure you head over to the blog and check that out. It's a really, really deep post, but I think it'll help somebody. So most people think that confidence is something you have when you look good, and when your outer appearance is always on point. But honestly, what I found with my journey to finding and maintaining my confidence is that it really starts with your inner self-work. So if you're not a good person on the inside, I don't care what you wear, I don't care how pretty your weave is, I don't care how many men are buying you clothes and bags. If you're messed up on the inside, you're gonna be still messed up on the outside. So make sure on this journey you start within, and then that outside will just flow naturally. So let's be real, battling with insecurities is an ongoing journey, just like finding yourself. So it's always gonna be something you can find wrong with yourself, but if you kind of have that mindset of no matter what, I'm gonna still find something good about myself, that alone boosted your confidence. So like for me, sometimes I have these breakouts on my skin, or sometimes I feel like my teeth ain't perfect, or sometimes I feel like my butt is flat, but I always find something else. Like even in the midst of my teeth not being perfect, I have the perfect smile. Or even in the midst of my butt being flat, I got big boobs. So I just find these different things to boost myself along the way. So you should try that. Finding confidence can be hard, but maintaining confidence can be even harder. Especially in the day and age that we live in with social media and people telling us what we need to look like, being put up against people that have probably more money than us to enhance themselves and look like they have it together every day, all day. The key to that, I believe, is if you can't get on social media without comparing yourself and competing with somebody else, a part of your confidence journey should be to take a break from social media. Take a month or two off. I do this often, but now I really can't because I got all this other stuff going on. But in the past, I used to take months or two off of social media when I found myself looking at other girls wow, I wish I looked like that. Or wow, I wish I had that. Or wow, I wish I was on that vacation in Paris like that. Stuff like that. You want to take a break so you can really pour into yourself and so you can become confident and content with who you are, what you have, and what you're doing. Because if not, you'll get on social media every day and find something to tear yourself down about, looking at somebody else who's behind that camera just as insecure or just as, looking for themselves, trying to find themselves in search of confidence just like you, but it looks good on camera. Anybody can look good on camera. So make sure you take that time to yourself, to find yourself, fall in love with yourself, and then come back on social media when you're in a place to be able to receive social media for what it is. Pictures, comments, statuses is nothing more, nothing less. So if you decide to take that social media break, which I recommend for everybody, feed yourself positivity as you build your confidence up fragilely. Because remember, you are fragile. So make sure you surround yourself around good people that are going to pour into you and bring out the best in you. Also, instead of getting on social media, maybe listen to a podcast, read a book, do some self-love exercises to build your confidence up. It's really important, and trust me, you'll thank yourself in the long run. Social media will always be there. There'll always be a person prettier than you, flyer than you, with more money than you, but once you decide, I love myself just the way I am, you'll be straight. The thing I know that we go through as people in general is finding our confidence again after a breakup, after a bad relationship, after maybe being cheated on, after being lied to, after simply being heartbroken. That can really steal your confidence. I know I've been there a few times. So things that I've done in the past, we've all been there with heartbreaks, is I take a break from dating. I first of all find my solitude, find comfortability in being alone so I can really like rebuild myself up without the help of a man, because I honestly feel like once you know yourself as a single person, when you get back in that relationship, you'll know what you want, you know what you don't want, and you'll know those triggers that mess with your self-esteem, and you'll be able to get out of a bad situation quicker. So I definitely recommend, if you're single, just getting out of a bad relationship, stay single for a while. Find yourself, find your confidence, and then pray for God to send the right person to your life. Knowing your worth is really key to finding your confidence. Like, when you know I'm worthy of healthy love, I'm worthy of good things happening to me, I'm worthy of compliments. Like, I know one thing I used to struggle with. I used to struggle with receiving compliments. Like, I used to always be the girl that was humble, which I still am, but now I'm more confidently humble. So I used to be the girl that if you would compliment something about me, I would kind of like reverse the compliment to take the attention off me, because I was insecure and I didn't want you to focus on anything else. If you thought my hair was pretty, okay, but don't look at my face because I got a acne bump. Or if you thought my outfit was cute, okay, but don't look at my body because it's not as proportioned as I wanted to. So one thing I want you to know is when somebody compliments you, just take it and run with it. Say thank you and believe that shit. Like, believe, yeah, I am fly. Yeah, I am pretty. And just walk away accepting that compliment, because that's something that we struggle with when we try to be too humble or too, nice. No, you're raw and you're beautiful, and it's okay for other people to think the same thing. But first, you have to think it first. Another thing is not settling. Like, so often we settle with jobs, so often we settle with school, so often we settle in relationships, so often we settle. And then that also tears on our confidence. So make it a point that, once again, you know your worth, and also you add value to that. So if I know that I'm worth a healthy relationship, or I know that I'm worth a certain salary, I'm not gonna dumb myself down or dim my light so I can just be a part of something, be accepted, or have something in my life. I'm gonna level up, and I'm gonna make sure that everything around me is on that level also. Now that we figured out ways to find our confidence, let's talk about maintaining our confidence. So with everything, it's work. Self-work is work. Like, you have to practice it every day. So one thing I do, of course, that you guys know, is I create affirmations. And also, if you go on my blog, I have created 11 affirmations to practice all 2018 to vibrate higher. So you can start there. You can create your own, whatever is comfortable. But make sure you're telling yourself something every day that's positive. So like, my affirmation for the year is, I am enough, I have enough, and I do enough. I tell myself this every day so I don't fall insecure on what I lack. Another thing that I practice is avoiding negative self-talk. So let's say you mess up on something throughout your day. Let's say you have to give a presentation at work and you get up and you forget everything you have to talk about. Instead of telling yourself in your head, like, I'm stupid, I can't do anything right, tell yourself, you know what, it's okay. It was a lot of people in there, I got nervous, and I'll be okay next time. And then just aim to be better next time. But don't tell yourself like bad things about yourself, because that's literally the person that's supposed to love you most, which is you, downing yourself, and that stuff can really mess with your confidence. If you don't like something about yourself and you have the ability to fix it, fix it. Like, it's nothing worse than sitting around complaining about the things that you don't like about yourself, but you're not doing the work to change it. So even if it's your outer appearance, like Cardi B, she got some money, went and got her teeth fixed. If that's something you want to do, be proud of it and do it. If it's something about yourself that you can't change on the outside, figure out something that you can just absolutely love about it. Like, look at yourself in the mirror every day until you fall in love with that thing that's not changing, whatever it may be. We always know that we can do work on the inside, so anything on the inside that you don't like, you have the ability to fix it. It just takes time, and it takes work and effort. Please don't sit around complaining about yourself in 2018. Like, take those steps to change the things you can, and take those steps to accept the things that you can't, because your confidence will grow. I'm going to leave you with a resource that I use daily. It's a small book called The Little Book of Confidence. And it's really cool because, like, throughout the book, it's just like short quotes or short little exercises you can do to like build your confidence. Like, one of the exercises was this week, was for me to get up and talk in front of a big group of people. And yesterday I had to do that, and it was really crazy because I had anxiety at first, and then I read my book, I did what it said, practiced the exercise, I got up and I killed it. So make sure you're using resources to help you along the way, because if you are insecure or if you do lack confidence, you can't do it all by yourself. So make sure you find books, find resources and things and people that can help you on your journey. So I love you guys. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you visit the website, and I will see y'all again soon. Peace.